My name is YNW BSlime, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Girl, I'm on the way to you. Girl, I'm on the way.
All right, today we got YNW BSlime hopping off the porch with us today.
What's up?
What's going on, gang? How you feeling?
Great.
What you out here working on in Atlanta?
A music video for my brother. That's about it.
For sure. How does it compare working out here versus working back at home?
Working back at home, it's like I'm more used to it. Working out here is kind of just like I gotta get used to it. I've only been to Atlanta like twice, so.
Really? What you like about it at home that you don't like about Atlanta?
The food,
Who got better food, Miami or Atlanta?
Miami.
For sure. At least you're standing on it. Just put the people on who needed somewhere to eat in Miami. You gotta tell them where to go.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
So you feel Miami Chick-fil-A better than Atlanta Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
But they the same.
No,
Nah,
it's different chickens.
it's different chicken.
But one thing I can say is that I'll never touch Popeyes out here ever again.
Damn, what happened at Popeyes?
Long story.
Damn. So what's life like back in Miami for those who don't know?
I would say it's like go home, play the game, go to sleep, go to the studio, go home, play the game, go to sleep, go to the studio, go home, music video, go to sleep, play the game, go to the studio, go home.
How would you describe growing up in Miami?
Oh, I didn't grow up in Miami for real. I grew up in Vero Beach, Florida. But like when I was 11, 12, it was like normal. Like I went to school for a little bit, like a year or two, a year and some change. And then mid 7th grade, I started doing homeschooling. Then started making music.
So when did you move to Miami?
I went to Miami in 2019 or 18.
How do you like it versus Vero Beach?
It's dead over there. It's silence. And small. It's like really like, let's say this is the world, right? This is Vero Beach.
When would you say you jumped off the porch?
I ain't never been on no porch. I jumped off the school bus though.
For sure. How was it like jumping off that school bus?
Couldn't even tell you. It was great though. Cause I got to go home, play the game, go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest life lessons you learned so far?
That's a difficult question. Never take anything for granted. Everything's a blessing. And live life to the fullest.
For sure.
Because one day, it could all be taken away from you.
For sure. So when would you say you started making music?
2018.
What motivated you to start?
My brother and I got bored. Really, it was really my brother though. He was like, you know, BSlime, you should really start making music. Like, you got a musical voice. And I got tired of school, so I said, yo, Shrike, I'm ready to start rapping. And that's how that went.
So what's some of the musical advice YNW Melly gave you?
Musical advice. Find fire melodies and make money.
No cap. At least you're just straightforward. How was it to see your brother rise to the forefront?
To be honest, it's kind of like normal to me. Because I already knew it was going to happen. It's just a matter of time when.
When can the people expect to see Melly on?
What could it be? I would say a cheat code for the rap game.
When did you start taking music serious?
When I dropped my first song.
How was it recording your first song, and what was the experience like?
Pretty normal, I would say. I would say pretty normal experience, yeah.
What's your thoughts on the rap game?
What's my thoughts on the rap game? If you have a small and simple mind and you have little patience, you can get lost in the industry. That's all I can really say. And it's very crooked. You just gotta know how to stay out the way.
What's one of the biggest sacrifices you feel you had to make so far for your career?
To be honest, my social life.
What did you feel you had to sacrifice socially?
School and a couple other things. I can't really point a finger on because I don't know. It's a lot.
What do you want out of a music career?
To be the best.
What's one thing you feel you do to strive to be the best musically?
Put my heart into my music.
How vulnerable is that for you to put like all your heart? For you to be so young to put everything you feel like, you know what I'm saying, emotionally, mentally, to lay it all out. It just come out naturally?
Naturally.
Naturally. So it's just running y'all blood.
You can say that.
For sure. What's the music scene like back at home?
Pretty dead.
You feel the artists are supportive of one another?
Huh?
You feel the artists are supportive of one another?
Absolutely not.
Why you feel that is?
Everybody back in Vero is envious. They want to see the other person fail to be on their level.
That's crazy. So talk to us about your latest project.
My latest project, I have to update a few tracks because obviously, for obvious reasons, I do have to update a few tracks, but that's about it. It's gonna be a good track, I'll say.
What do you want people to take from your music?
What do you want people to take from music? That you can be anything in this world except an object.
So what else are you working on at the moment?
Music.
Any last words and shout outs?
Shout outs. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Drew. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my pops. Shout out to my dog Ethan. Shout out to Peso. Shout out to Track. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Stan. Shout out to AA. Shout out to Amara. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to me. Shout out to this Porch. Shout out to this watch. Shout out to God for making me. Shout out to that table back there. Shout out to that ladder. Shout out to that ping pong table too. What else? Shout out to my slides. Shout out to my socks. Shout out to the shirt. Shout out to my chains. And that's all the shout outs.
Girl, I'm on the way